Taylor's formula is the way you get from the representations that we're used to of functions to the representation in the form of these coefficients. When I gave you the function e to the x, it didn't look like a polynomial. And we have to figure out which of these guys it is if it's going to fall into our category here. And here's the formula. I'll explain to you how it works in a second. So the formula is f of x. Turns out there's a formula in terms of the derivatives of f. Namely, you differentiate n times and you evaluate it at 0, and you divide by n factorial and multiply by x to the n. So here's Taylor's formula. This tells you what the Taylor series is. Now, about half of our job for the next few minutes is going to be to give examples of this. But let me just explain to you why this has to be. If you pick out this number here, this is the an, the magic number an here. So let's just illustrate it. If f of x happens to be a0 plus a1x plus a2x squared plus a3x cubed plus dot, 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 and now I differentiate it, right? I get a1 plus 2a2x plus 3a3x squared. If I differentiate it another time, I get 2a2 plus 3 times 2 a3x plus dot, dot, dot. And now a third time, I get 3 times 2 a3 plus etc. So this next term is really in disguise 4 times 3 times 2x. A4x. That's what really comes down if I kept track of the fourth term there. So now here is my function. But now you see if I plug in x equals 0, I can pick off the third term. F triple prime of 0 is equal to 3 times 2 times a3. Right? Because all the rest of those terms when I plug in 0 are just 0. Here's the formula. And so the pattern here is this. And what's really going on here is this is really 3 times 2 times 1, a3. And in general, an is equal to f nth derivative divided by n factorial. And of course, n factorial, I remind you, is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2, all the way down to 1. Now, there's one more crazy convention, which is always used, which is that there's something very strange here down at 0, which is that 0 factorial turns out has to be set equal to 1. All right, so that's what you do in order to make this formula work out, and that's one of the reasons for this convention.